you, yeah you, it's time to start your 2026 spring garden now. Yes, right now. Seeds, 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 seeds.
We've been living in sin so long, all the fields are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day, I'm right. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time.
Babe, are you okay?
Yeah. Now let's get into this video. Let me fix my hair really quick. Hold on. Welcome back to Rake's Road. If you're new, howdy. Go ahead and turn on cruise control because it's garden time. We're in Zone 7B in southwestern Virginia, and although this is only our second year gardening, we hope that you stick around to see our tips, tricks, advice, and learn as our mistakes as we do. This is the first video of many for our garden series, so stay tuned and be sure to subscribe and hit that bell to be notified for when we upload. So here is our 2026 garden plans. Our garden will have 4 primary uses: feeding us, feeding our locals, feeding our animals, and feeding our bees that we should be getting in the spring. Our garden will be huge, and we need many plants for these uses. Because we will be selling at markets, we will also be selling our unused and unneeded seedlings that we will be growing in this series.
It's a rock.
Jeez. Dude, that is a full rock, ain't it? We may have went a little overboard with all the seeds that we got this year, but we have a variety of seeds that we got that include edible vegetables, ornamental vegetables, herbs and spices, flowers, and microgreens. We also bought peanut seeds. The seeds that we purchased this year for the 2026 spring garden, we are not sponsored by the people that we bought these seeds from, but we used 2 different companies. The first one is My Gardener, and the second one is called Seed Therapy. We will also be planting, / have already planted, seeds that we bought from last year, the 2025 garden. We bought those seeds from Berlin Seeds out of Ohio, and we also have just a few different seeds that we got over the last year or so from Burpee, American Seeds, places like that that you can get from your local box store instead of ordering. So far, this is all that we've done. Charles had to go to work, and right now I have been going through all of our seeds and figuring out which ones exactly we're going to be planting currently right now in these. I also went and got a paint pen. We could use a Sharpie, but I thought a paint pen would work better. So that way I can go ahead and label these. Last year, if you remember, I don't believe that we really labeled ours that well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the seeds out and put them all over the table just so I can figure out exactly which ones I'm gonna do, how many more of these I need, and then I'll come back. This is what I have decided to go ahead and plant in just these. We will come out with a bigger, better video towards the end of the growing season, the spring growing season, to, I guess, conclude this experiment. But we're doing an experiment, okay? So this is what we're going to end up doing. I've read the back of these, I've done a little bit of research, and also based off of my knowledge from our last year's garden, I've decided that a lot of these seeds will be started inside, okay? We should have started some of these a few weeks ago. And the main reason why we are starting these seeds this early, and I say that I should have planted a few weeks ago already, I would like to sell some seedlings in our upcoming markets. I believe the markets that we will be going to start around Memorial Day this year. And this is what we're doing. First off, we're going to start off with celery. Last year we did, I can't for the life of me remember the type of celery it was, but I will pop it on screen now. We didn't get any celery, so this year we're gonna do it way different. I'm giving this celery an entire 12 count, dozen count egg container. And the next seed we'll be doing is onion. I'm really excited about this onion. It's called the Cipollini, I believe is how you pronounce that, Cipollini. This is an 18 count egg carton. So 12 count, 18 count. That's how many onion plants that I want. Because I've heard that they're really hard to start from seed. And not only that, but they're really hard to keep as seedlings before you put them in the ground. So I'm gonna do a lot, and I hope that they all survive, of course. If not though, at least if I have a lot, I should get a little yield out of it. We also have some more onions coming. So when they do come, I will be putting them in the other containers that we have, just to hopefully speed up their growing. The next one that we will be doing is, oh yeah, I'm excited about this one. Sweet banana peppers. I love banana peppers. I love everything peppers. So we have a lot of hot peppers, funny enough, that we need to plant, that we will be planting today. But I'm excited to do these sweet peppers too, because I don't know, I just love peppers. Alright, and the last one on this table right here will be 2 different types of bell peppers. So this one is the California Wonder Bell Pepper, which I think is what a lot of people start. And then this one is a Purple Beauty Bell Pepper. We got some other purple vegetables coming in, so I'm really excited about that. I just think that they look so cool. So let's talk about these experiments that I've mentioned previously in the video. From the start, as you can see, the containers that we're using are egg cartons. Every seed that I planted in the actual egg holding part of the carton and the lid of the carton. So the reason why I planted the same seed in both the normal side and the lid side is because I wanted to try 2 different seed planting tactics. The first tactic I wanted to try was the traditional stick your finger in the dirt, form a little hole, put a seed in, and knock some more dirt over it, like I'm doing in the video as you can see. And the second one that I wanted to do is the next one. I'm just gonna sprinkle. And since there's not as many seeds in this one, I'm just gonna sprinkle wherever my heart desires. So I'm gonna go from there, and I'm just gonna push them in after they have found their location. That was the first round of experiments that I wanted to try. With the second round of experiments I wanted to do, currently they are all underneath grow lights in our workshop area. Once they turn into seedlings though and we repot them, I would like to experiment with keeping half of them under the grow light and the other half of them in our greenhouse. Okay, try to spread these. Push them in. Alright, so this might be a long shot. So today is February 20th. I did the other seeds on February 17th. So it's been a few days since I've done it. And that's because we've had actually quite a bit of rain here recently. This is filled with rainwater. Got some broccoli, the sweet bell peppers. These 2 we're going for the Carolina Reaper, which is the hottest pepper in the world apparently. I don't know if it's still the hottest. Cayenne, and we got a habanero from a different company. Oh, these are from the company we used last year. We got the San Marzano tomato, which I heard is very good canning tomato. Good old beefsteak, and then y'all ready for this? We're side by side the 2 Cherokee purple tomatoes. So after we try the second round of experimenting, the third and final round that I would like to try is keeping a few of the plants, not half like we would do previously, but a couple of the plants inside of the greenhouse, and compare them to the seedlings that we will be planting in our ground. So the constant in all of these experiments is that they will all be watered at the same time, using the same water. They will all be fertilized with the same fertilizers and compost. They'll also be getting the same amount of sunlight/light time and the same amount of love. All of these experiments will be documented and recorded on paper for us, but also on this channel. And I'm really intrigued to see the final results to all of these experiments. My personal guess with what's going to happen with all these experiments is, and this is from my knowledge of it so far, is that the sprinkling method is going to be better. The part where we put the seedlings in the greenhouse are going to be better in that experiment. And then lastly, the plants in ground are going to be better than the ones in the greenhouse. I will say the ones in the greenhouse probably won't be as exposed to predators, I guess you would say, like bugs or disease that spreads through the air, or even our chickens. So they might be a little bit more safer in the greenhouse, but I think the direct sun in the actual direct ground is going to help the outside in-ground seedlings and plants compared to the greenhouse seedlings and plants. But as of February 28th, so far we have a few different types of seeds that have sprouted. I believe one of them is broccoli and the other one is an onion, which is really exciting. So y'all just watched me mark on those egg cartons in the middle to separate both types of purple Cherokee tomatoes from the different companies. Alright, so we did use these last year, so I don't know how many is left. It's a little sus that I'm doing those other 9. Wait, what am I doing? Someone stop me. No, I am not planting them in the I'm planting them in the same egg carton that I marked halfway across it because I wanted to compare them. Of course, and then I sprinkle them all over the top too. Nice. Nice. Oh no! Why'd y'all let me do this? What have I done? I feel like last year's video was so much more satisfying. Anyways. This is our seeds so far. We got anything from different types and colors of bell peppers to one of the hottest peppers in the world back there. We also got a bunch of really nice tomatoes that I'm excited about. Celery, broccoli, you know, all the fun stuff. We'll be getting our next shipment of seeds in next week. I briefly mentioned it earlier on in the video that this is the first container that we will be using. And I thought I'd go ahead, since I have some with me right here, I'd show you what we're going to be planting our next seeds in. And that will be berry containers or any other type of clear to slightly translucent plastic. This will act as a greenhouse, and the reason why we're doing this with these seeds coming up is because by the time they get here, a lot of them will have already needed to be planted. So hopefully this will speed up the process a little bit. If you're watching this video because you purchased some of our stuff from the markets, welcome. This is how your produce or plants or whatever it is came to be. So we're really excited for that. We're really excited to see how these seeds will do in our ground and also how our experiments will work. Again, this is the first video out of our gardening series. So stay tuned to see how this garden turns out. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and especially the beginning part. I really tried hard on that one. I really tried hard. But again, thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see y'all next time. Be sure to stay on Rick's Road. God bless.